Hello, beautiful people. You already know what time it is. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. My name is Eva Daniels-Ato, and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in the US. And pretty much on my channel, I talk about immigration. I talk about living in US. I do vlogs about my lifestyle and everything. And if this is not your first time coming here, if you're a returning subscriber or a returning watcher, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. So today I'll be talking about things you need to know before you make that application or you place that application to your dream school. Not necessarily your dream school, but any school you're applying to in the US. You need to watch this first. So pause whatever you're doing, take your popcorn, take your drink, and sit and relax and enjoy this video. So the first thing I would say is look for affordable schools. I mean, US has like how many states? Over 50. They have over 51 states, and in each state they have like multiple schools. I'm sure each state will have more than 10. 10 is just even a low number. They have schools that are really cheap, really affordable. I mean, if you have the money to pay for the tuition, then that's totally fine. You can apply to your dream school or whatever school you want to apply. But if you don't really have the funds and you just want to have an education, you just want to go to school, then I'll suggest you do your research. Like, spend time in doing that research, because at the end of the day it's going to yield good results. So this is something that you want to do. Also, it's just like for a short while. Admission process in US usually takes between a week to a month, sometimes 2 months. It depends on when you submit your documentations and everything, but it shouldn't take long. So that research phase and everything for affordable schools and everything is just for a short while, but it will be worth it. That's something that you should look forward to doing. Like, when you wake up in the morning, go on Google cheap schools or affordable schools in US, and you will see a couple. You could even go as far as emailing the school to find out, like, for them to give you the breakdown of their tuition and what they offer, the waivers they offer and everything. Like, spend time on that research looking for cheap schools. Also, if you have a preference to like the state you're going to and everything, you can go on that state's website and see schools that are there. You compare the different schools and the different tuition and go for the cheapest option or go for the most affordable option, because I mean, we all want to save money. We really don't want to be spending lots of money on applications or on tuition at the end of the day, where you can find something cheaper and even better. However, if you don't have a preference, there are a lot of places, there are a lot of schools that you really can apply to. And another thing is, don't look at the big cities. So say, for example, you want to school in Illinois, you're going to Chicago and everything. There is nothing wrong in going to Chicago if you have the money. It's just that it's expensive. There are other schools in, say, for example, Urbana or Springfield, or like there are other smaller cities that have universities and that are looking for people. So you should look forward to researching on small cities in the States, and then when you find those small cities, look for universities there or around those small cities, because the odds are the tuition for those schools will be reduced and it's going to be lower than expected. The second thing would be to look for a school that offers some form of assistantship. By assistantship, I mean graduate assistantship or teaching assistantship or GPSI program or a tuition reduction. Look for the schools. This also is part of the first point I mentioned, where I said we all don't want to be spending our money when we can actually afford to get cheap ones. Not necessarily cheap. It's cheap but quality. It's not like the regular cheap that you say, oh yeah, this is cheap and everything. This is a quality kind of cheap. And this is what you want to be doing. This is what you want to be investing in. Like, look for schools that you're sure, or maybe at least 60% sure, that you're going to get some form of funding from the school. Apply for them. There are a lot of schools like that. Another way to find out if they have funding and everything is by emailing the admissions office. Email the admissions office and tell them you want to apply to the school. You want to know if there is any funding available for international students, or if there's any funding available for people of so and so, like, I don't know. But yeah, email the schools and let them know that you're thinking of applying and you would like to get graduate assistantship. Most schools do offer. Another thing is to email like the department, because they might be in the best position to even tell you, okay, yeah, my department is looking for an assistant and everything, I would like you to join us and all. Look for schools that offer some form of assistantship, or some form of tuition waiver, because that will really help you save a lot. Also, I mean, imagine coming to the US with the full amount of money, and then you end up saving like 50% or 80% of that money because you got funding. That's really good, and that's really awesome. That's the goal. That's what we want, to save money so we can have the money to do other things like buy houses or live the lavish life or something. But yeah, pretty much that's it. And before I move on, please again, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button, smash the like button, and share my videos. Share to someone that you know will really need the video. Thank you so much. The third thing I would say is apply to a program that you know when you graduate you get something or you'll be something. Now, a lot of people are so eager to apply to schools and to come to US that they'll take anything and do anything, even though, okay, at the end of the day, the course is not going to get you like a job or something. You're just always going to like, okay, where do I work as or something. So for example, you studied law in Nigeria and everything. You obviously know that the US system, you can't use your Nigerian law degree to practice here, and then you come here to do like your LLB, that's your master's in law. That's almost not necessarily, but almost not good enough, because at the end of the day you have so much struggles with getting a job that is in that field. Because first of all, okay, you can't work in a law firm because you're not a US board certified lawyer. So you have to go to a law school in the US first. You can't work in as a like, there are just a lot of things that you can't do with your LLB and with your Nigerian law certificate or your African law certificate. Like, you would want to apply for a program that's like MBA or management, you want to apply for like MBA or MIS or any IT related field, or even account, like things you know that at the end of the day people are looking for employees that have these degrees. People are looking for this field. Don't apply to a field that you know will get you a job. And honestly speaking, you may not know that it's going to be hard to get a job, but really you just don't do a program that when you get here you have to get certifications first and you have to sweat it out to get your certifications. Do something that at the end of the day, when you graduate, you can practice with that certificate, and while you're looking onto certifying your Nigerian document or like being certified in the US, you have something in your hands that you're working with. Another example is like being a doctor in Nigeria. When you come here, of course you have to come here and write your board exams and do a bunch of stuff, but in the meantime you want to go for programs like masters in public health or something, you know, that you can get something while you're waiting to get your certifications or get certified and write your exams and all, because You don't want to just be sitting and waiting and not getting anything. You should apply for a program that you know will get you something. And most often than not, you will get the admission for those programs, because because the highest they can do or say is you need to do some prerequisites. And prerequisites is basically like taking maybe 2 or 3 courses from that department that you've not taken before in your life at all. Sometimes the odds are you might have taken it in your undergrad or something, maybe like in 100 level or something like that. So look for programs that you know will get you something, that are worth it. Don't waste your money in a program that you know will not get you anything. The next thing is, most often than not, schools usually have application waivers. You may not see that on their websites. You may not see that glaring there that, oh yeah, they have tuition waivers or something like that, but they do. Most schools do. Email the school as at when you've gotten all your documents and you're ready to make your application. Email the school and tell them, oh, I'm applying to your school and I want to find out if you guys have application waivers. Your excuse could be like low economic background, or some political challenges that you're going through, or any form of challenge you're going through. Or sometimes you don't necessarily even need to have any challenge. Just tell them why, give them a reason why you would appreciate or why you would want an application waiver. And these schools usually do have it. They could give you a code to put in there when you're applying, and the only way to find out is by asking. You really need to ask these people. Ask them, tell them, but don't send them too much emails to make it seem like you're spamming them. Send them an email. If they haven't replied in about a week, send them another email. Don't send them back-to-back emails. But yeah, the odds of you getting an application waiver is really high. You just have to do the work to get it. So earlier on, I talked about looking for cheap schools and everything. After this video, probably I'll do a list of cheap schools that are available in US, or affordable schools or something, or schools that don't even require so much. I'll probably do another video so you guys can apply to some of those schools and see all that, and also schools that are currently even giving application waivers and all. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you guys liked it. Please, again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos to your family and friends, and to someone you know that needs it. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribing is free, 100% free. You just need to click on that button. Click it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you watch this video to the end, thank you so much. You're the real OG. And that is me signing out.